to the near side looking for Bennett. He's got him, and it's complete.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to RTCtv for Sports for tonight's action of Lady Zebra basketball. Tonight, the Lady Zebras travel to Culver Community High School to take on the Lady Cavaliers. Before we look at the varsity preview for tonight's contest, let's first take a look at the junior varsity contest that concluded a short while ago. And the Lady Cavaliers came out victorious tonight by a final score of 39-27. Leading scorers for the Cavaliers, Lisa Robbenheimer finished with 12 points, Elisa Pottendorfer and Allison Pearl each with 12 points to lead the way for the Lady Cavaliers. Your Lady Zebras were led in scoring tonight by Alina Richard and Carly Beeler, each with 6 points apiece. Karina Peterson with 4 points, Megan Nile with 3, Ashley Overmeyer, Catherine Hughes, Allie Harsh, and Courtney Gast each with 2 points apiece. Again, your final score from the junior varsity contest, Culver 39 and Rochester 27. Let's turn our attention to the main event coming up here in just a little while. And it features two very different teams on paper as the Culver Cavaliers come into this contest with a record of 1-8 on the season. Rochester 6-0 and ranked number 1 in the Class 2A poll. Only one common opponent for these two teams at this point in the season, and that is against Winnemac. Culver lost to Winnemac by a score of 61-19, and last Saturday, Rochester defeated Winnemac by a score of 68-29. A couple of notes to pass along here as we go into this contest tonight. Rochester does have one of their starters out with an injury. Starting guard Morgan Ruff, averaging 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals per game on the season, is out with a concussion. She sustained that in last Saturday's win against Winnemac when she banged her head on the floor rather hard going after a loose ball. So Morgan's out at least a week, and then she'll be reevaluated, and hopefully we'll be able to return to the Zebra lineup here very shortly. Kennedy Musselman will jump in and take her place. Not a big deal there because Kennedy plays starters minutes as she has as the main sixth man throughout most of the season. So Rochester coming in, averaging 53.5 points per game on the season. Culver only 25 points for the season. And we must remind you, though, the game is not played on paper. So come out and should be an exciting basketball game tonight, and Rochester looking to remain perfect on the season. We're going to take a bit of a break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and tonight's action. You're watching Zebra basketball right here on RTCtv4. And welcome to RTCtv4 Sports for tonight's broadcast of Rochester Lady Zebra basketball. The Lady Zebras on the road tonight to take on the Culver Cavaliers. Culver coming into the contest with a record of 1-8 on the season. Rochester perfect in 6 contests. Rochester ranked number 2 in Class 2A this week behind Heritage Christian. And let's take a look at our starting lineups. First, for the Culver Cavaliers, they'll open up at a guard with number 40, Alyssa Bailey, a 5'1 freshman. Number 44, Marissa Howard, a 5'5 senior. And number 50, Courtney Sawyer, a 5'5 junior. At the forward positions, it's Haley Jones, a 5'7 junior, and Taya Bergerson, a 5'11 senior. For the Rochester Lady Zebras, they will open up with Alexa Holland, a 5'3 senior guard, averaging 15 points a contest. Keaton Stasiak, number 12, is a 5'5 senior guard, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds on the season. Becky Malco is a 5'5 senior guard, averaging 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Allie Larkin, a 5'6 senior guard, wearing number 30, is averaging 5 points and 3 rebounds. And Kennedy Musselman, a 6'2 forward, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds on the season. One note to pass along, Morgan Ruff, usually a starting guard on this squad, is out with concussion syndromes, concussion symptoms, and she'll be out at least a week, missing the next 2 ball games. So hopefully she's able to return to the court rather quickly as we're getting set for action here tonight from Culver High School. I'm Todd Beeler. Thanks for joining us. We'll take a look at some of our sponsors here in a little while. But right now, we're going to go straight to the tip and get it rolling as Bergerson is going to be in the center circle against Musselman. Zebra is in the traveling black, and Culver in the home whites. All right, we're getting set to go. The official in the circle. The ball's in the air, and the tap controlled by Rochester. Malco with the ball, looking to push. Nothing there as Culver does a good job getting back on defense and cutting off the passing lanes in the paint. Here's Stasiak underneath. She goes up strong and draws a foul. So Keaton will go to the line right out of the chute. Foul's going to be on number 40, Alyssa Bailey, her first personal, team's first. Stasiak shooting 74% from the line. And that one just a little bit short. Keaton will have one more opportunity to get the Z's on the scoreboard. And she does so. Stasiak splits a pair. Rochester out to an early 1-0 advantage. Here's Sawyer handling the ball, nearly tipped away by Rochester. Back to Sawyer. She looks to drive, kicks it back on top. That's Jones, and the ball stripped away by Malco, and an easy lay-in. Becky Malco with the first bucket of the contest. Here's Salyer in the front court for the Cavaliers. She tries to split defenders. That ball knocked away. Holland comes up with it. 4-on-1 break for the Zebras. Nice pass to Stasiak, and she lays it in. Assist goes to Holland. Sawyer again, cross-court pass to Jones. Sawyer shot up and short. Rebound taken away by Larkin, and the Z's look to push again. Ahead quickly. Holland all day to set up for a 3. That one's around the rim, no good. Loose ball corralled away and taken by Jones of the Cavaliers. Culver will slow it down, bring it across. That's Howard with the ball. Back to Jones. Sawyer on top of the key, off to Jones. Bailey thought about a shot. Now we're back on top here to Salyer again. She tries an entry pass down low to Bergerson. 3-point shot on the way from Jones. That's around the rim, no good. Offensive rebound up, no good. Another offensive opportunity, and that one's good for Marissa Howard. So the Cavaliers on the board. Malco down to the foul line, gives it off to Larkin. She'll curl in the lane, shot up around the rim and good. And she'll go to the line to complete a 3-point play. Culver foul on Haley Jones, her first personal, team second. Hallie Larkin with one shot. High archer on the way and good. And Rochester on top, 8-2, just 3 minutes into the contest. Howard down in the corner to Jones. That ball stolen away by Holland. Long lead pass ahead to Malco. That shot up, no good. Loose ball kicked around and last out of bounds off the foot of Keaton Stasiak. Holland coming in, leading the team with 3.2 steals per contest. And she's picked up her first one. Rochester as a team averaging just shy of 11 steals per contest. So their pressure defense creates a lot of turnovers and a lot of easy transition baskets. That is a major calling card. Jones with a jump shot. That's short. And Larkin with a rebound. Lead pass ahead to Holland. Holland into the lane. Easy give off to Musselman, an uncontested shot, and Kennedy's on the board. 4 different scores so far in the column for the Zebras. The leading scorer, Holland, has yet to score. And we've got an injury timeout. Looks like Sawyer got poked in the eye. So hopefully she'll be okay. We had just an official's timeout for an injury. And we're going to have a substitution. Allison Pearl, a 5'4" freshman, will check into the game. Culver is coached by Tammy Shedrow. Her assistants are Shane Lowry and Brooke DeCoker. Rochester coached by Tony Stasiak, assisted by Rob Malco and Randy Wynn, along with Bethany Sewell. Rebound taken away by Holland. She looks to push quickly. She does so, she's going to take it all the way, and she is going to be fouled. And number 40, Alyssa Bailey, picks up her second personal foul. Great job of Holland. She grabs the loose ball, she pushes. She looked for Musselman, never quite came open, and went ahead and just took it hard to the hole. And the Culver defender was not in a position to get back and get her feet set. Holland shooting 83% from the charity stripe so far on the season, knocks down the first one. One more on the way, and that one rolls in. So now all 5 starters are in the scoring column. And Sawyer checks right back in. She'll replace Pearl. So hopefully that little poke in the eye is not too terribly serious. She's back in action. Good to see. That's Sawyer with the ball, splits defenders, gets it off, shot up on the way. That's no good by Binion, who's checked in. Kendra Binion, a 5'7" junior. We have a Rochester foul, and I'm sorry, I did not catch that. Sawyer with the ball now on top, down in the corner to Howard. Loose ball picked out of there by Sawyer and stolen away by Larkin. Lead pass ahead to Holland. X driving hard to the basket, shot up off the rim, no good. And loose ball rebound goes to Jones. So Sawyer will walk it across the timeline. Howard now top of the key. Looking for help, tried to get it down low, and the ball was tipped off of Malco, tipped off of Jones, and it'll be Rochester basketball. Malco across the stripe. She'll go to the right side, feed it into the paint to Stasiak. She'll force a shot up, and that's good. A lot of contact there, nothing called. So Keaton Stasiak now 5 points. Maddie Shively off the bench for Coach Stasiak. She'll check in at the next dead ball. Here's an errant pass stolen away by Malco. On the break, nice crossover dribble to elude the defender, and she lays it in with a left hand. We're going to have a timeout by Culver with the score Rochester 16, the Cavaliers 2, and we're going to take this opportunity to remind you that we have some fine sponsors bringing the broadcast to us here this evening. And those folks are RTC Technology Solutions. Let your technology work for you. Call RTC Technology Solutions at 223-2191 for all of your business and residential networking needs. And also brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank, your local mortgage lender, offering great rates on mortgages, CDs, and savings accounts. Visit them online at www.firstfederalbanking.com. And also tonight's broadcast brought to you by Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, offering great deals and selection on new and pre-owned vehicles right here in Rochester. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick, where you will drive away happy. We want to thank all of these sponsors and encourage you to support these folks who help us support and bring you Lady Zebra basketball right here on RTC TV 4. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Cavalier basketball. Maddie Shively is checked into the lineup for Rochester, replacing Musselman. Rochester on the defensive end. Shot up off the glass and good. That was number 44, Marissa Howard. Holland, top of the key. Looks to drive, kicks to Malco. That pass a little wide, and it'll go out of bounds. Turnover back to Culver. Rochester will pick up pressure right at the half-court stripe. Nearly stolen away, now on the floor, taken away by Holland. Z's looking to push, gives it to Larkin. Shot on the way a little long, loose ball, and we're going to have a foul on Malco over the back. It's going to be Becky's first personal foul, and that's going to be the team's first foul. So the ball back to the Cavaliers. That ball tipped by Malco, but corralled. A pass underneath, and that's going to be out of bounds, just a little bit too tall for Binion. And Kennedy Musselman back up off the bench, getting ready to check in. So Kennedy, the 6'2 sophomore, back into the lineup. Stasiak will come out. Keaton, the leading scorer so far in the contest, with 5 points.
UConn, wait on it. Wait on it, UConn.
Malco between the rings, off to Holland. Left side, she'll dribbled, foul line, pull up, jump shot from 15. That's too long, no good. And rebound taken out of there by the Lady Cavaliers. Salyer with the ball across the timeline. On top, swinging around to Jones. And her pass deflected out of bounds, last touch by Becky Malco. Howard getting set to trigger it in for the Cavaliers underneath their own basket. Do so to Jones. Salyer will jack up a three. That one off the back rim, no good. Loose ball tipped, and out of bounds. Last touch by Rochester. So Howard will trigger it in one more time. The Cavaliers errant pass inbounds. That one's picked up by Malco. She's looking to push. Here's Holland with an easy lay-in at the other end. Alexa Holland with her first field goal of the evening. Jones with the ball, double teamed, tries to get it off out of traffic. Musselman, a great job getting on the floor and trying to pick up that loose ball, but looks like her shoulder blade was on the end line. And Culver will retain possession. Howard to trigger it in yet again. Looking for help, gets it in. Ball tipped back to Howard and then blocked out of bounds. I think Malco and Musselman both got a piece of that. Keaton Stasiak back into the lineup for the Lady Z's. Allie Larkin will come out for a breather. And one more time, Culver will try to trigger it in. They do so underneath. That ball tipped away by Holland, and she's got another steal. Lead pass again. Jump stop, easy lay-in for Malco. Becky Malco with 3 field goals and 6 points in the contest. Salyer, skip horse, Binion shot up, and she's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. Foul on number 24, that's Maddie Shively, her first personal, team's second. And to the line shooting a pair will be Kendra Binion, a 5'7" junior. First shot on the way is good. Binion's second foul shot is up on the way, and that one all net. Rochester bringing it across, no pressure. Culver sagging back in a 2-3 zone here. Shively on the baseline, back on top to X. Swinging it cross court to Malco. Musselman on the foul stripe. Gives it off to Malco. Good ball movement. X wide open three. That one no good. And Jones with a rebound. A minute to play here, first quarter. And there's an errant pass. Shively picks up the loose ball, looking for a guard, and gets it off to Malco. And it appears Rochester's going to pull out, go 4 wide, and wait for the last shot of the quarter. Musselman and Shively at the elbows. Stasiak getting set to run the baseline. Holland and Malco way up top. Okay, Stasiak comes and takes the pass in the middle, right back to Holland.
Hold the ball right there. Kennedy and Maddie drop down.
Now Keaton's going to just hold the ball way out high here. She's closely guarded. That's a 5-second call. She goes to dribble. Now the defender backs off, so the official is not keeping time here. And Rochester ready to go. Keaton will run at the point here. Gives it off to Holland in the corner. Passes up a 3, drives into the paint, throws up a shot, and she is fouled. Foul's going to be on Culver's number 21, Haley Jones, her second personal foul, team's 4th. And Holland to the line with 2 more foul attempts. As we mentioned, Holland an extremely good foul shooter. Just jinxed her. Comes in shooting 83% on the season. So far 2 for 3 in tonight's contest. Substitution in for Culver, Allison Pearl, 5'4" sophomore, freshman, back into the lineup. She replaces Jones, and there's a rarity. X just missed 2 in a row from the foul line. Long heave at the buzzer is no good. And we've come to the end of 1 with the score Rochester 20, Culver 6. Thanks for joining us tonight for RTC TV4's broadcast of Rochester Lady Zebra basketball. I'm Todd Beeler, your commentator, guiding you through the action tonight. Thanks for joining us. And a quick reminder as we're at this quarter break, if you are interested in sponsoring Lady Zebra basketball, or if you want to give your business a boost with television commercials on RTC, give Scott Sager a call at 223-0230. RTC can produce your commercial and insert it into RTC Channel 4, as well as major networks like ESPN, Fox News, the History Channel, and many others. Contact RTC Advertising today at 223-0230. Leading scorers through your first quarter of play. Becky Malco leading with 6 points. Keaton Stasiak with 5. Alexa Holland with 4 points. Allie Larkin with 3. And Kennedy Musselman with 2. So once again, very balanced scoring for the Lady Zebras. Leading the way for the Cavaliers, Marissa Howard with 4. And Kendra Binion also added 2 points. Cavalier basketball as we get underway here in the second quarter of play. Here's Jones with it on the right wing. Now back between the circles to Sawyer. Get it down low, back on top again to Jones. Sawyer with it, looks to do something on the baseline, nothing doing. Ball at the foul stripe and pass stripped away from Howard. And the Lady Zebras back on the attack. Here is a wide open 3 that was passed up by Larkin. She drives baseline, gives it off to Shively. Her jumper is off the mark, no good. And loose ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Stasiak. Good ball movement. Got an open shot, just couldn't get it to fall. Here's a 3 on the way. That's off the back iron, no good by Howard. Rebound by Sawyer. And that ball skipped around. Jones will try to 3. That one is no good. Loose ball picked up by Sawyer, and her shot blocked away. Long lead pass, and that shot is missed. Good job by Larkin. Long lead pass to Stasiak. She just left it a little bit short. Cavaliers with the ball. That shot on the way, and that's no good. Rebound taken away by Stasiak. Keaton, the leading rebounder on the season for Rochester, at 6 per contest. Larkin, shot on the way. That one's short, no good. Rebound chased away by Shively. Cross-court skip pass. Larkin will try another one. That one on the way. Off the back iron, no good. And rebound went to the Cavaliers, but Holland with a steal. Her three on the way, that's no good. Stasiak with an offensive rebound. Her shot no good. Loose ball tipped her out. And out of bounds, last touch by the Cavaliers. A couple of substitutions into the lineup. Alyssa Bailey checks back in for Culver. She'll replace Binion. And Shively will come out for Rochester as Malco checks back in. Holland triggers it on top to Larkin. Top of the key, back to Malco. Now she'll dribble between the rings. Give it off to Larkin. Nice entry pass to Musselman. Her shot up off the glass and good. Kennedy proved to be a huge force on the blocks against Winnemac last game, and she used her height advantage. Good job. Soft hands catching the pass, and then it was just easy up off the glass for two. And another steal in the backcourt for Rochester. Malco looking to push. She pulls up at the foul line, gives it off to Stasiak. Nothing was there. They swing it around. Holland now with it in the corner. On top, Larkin. Stasiak in the corner, back on top to Malco. She'll look to drive. Excellent, excellent dump pass for Musselman. Assist to Malco. Malco drove into the paint to about the volleyball spiking line. The defense came up to collapse on her, and that left Musselman wide open to accept the pass and lay the ball in the bucket. Here's another steal by Malco. Breakaway this time, jump stop, shot up off the backboard and good. Salyer with the ball off to Jones. She thought about a shot, almost taken away by Larkin. She's being harassed, double teamed. Culver will swing it around. Salyer with her shot up off the boards. That's no good. And rebound taken out of there by Kennedy Musselman. Kennedy, the second leading rebounder on the team with 5.3 a contest. Entry pass to Musselman again. Dribble, drop step, shot up, good. Kennedy now, 3 baskets here in the second quarter, 8 points for the contest. Howard with it, tries to pass it, stolen away once again by Malco. And she'll lay it in again for another easy bucket. Becky Malco in double figures now with 10 points. Sawyer left side. Howard off to Jones, trying to get rid of it. Does so to Bergerson. Shot on the way, that's no good. Loose ball is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Howard, a great effort to try to save that ball and keep it in bounds, but I think her foot was across the line when she tried to tip it back in. So Rochester back on the attack. Holland coming off a screen. She'll let a 3 fly. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Musselman. That shot's no good. And rebound taken out of there by Haley Jones. Howard with the ball now, right wing. Cross-court skip pass to Jones. Entry pass down low. Shot up, no good by Sawyer. Offensive rebound taken out of there by Bailey. Cross-court skip pass. That's a dangerous pass. Culver does retain possession after being tipped around. Sawyer's 2-point shot up. That's no good. And Becky Malco corrals the rebound. Off to Larkin, to X. Skips it back on top here to Malco. Holland lets a long 3 go. That's off the back iron, no good. And Salyer with a rebound. Jones with it, right wing. She tries to skip it across the court to Salyer. That's overhead and out of bounds. Holland's going to come out for a rest as Maddie Shively checks back into the lineup. Shively 5'5" and a sophomore. And Larkin will bring it across for Rochester. Zebras running a cross play. Malco has it, will drive back on top. Larkin lets a 3 fly, and that one's good. Allie Larkin knocks down a trifecta, the first 3 of the contest for Rochester. Larkin now with 6 points. Jones, her pocket picked. Malco another steal. Great job. She leaves it off for Stasiak. Keaton with 7 points, and Malco picks up the assist. Becky averaging 3.2 assists on the season. Rochester as a team with 10.2 assists. Interior pass shot up off the rim, no good, and taken away by Musselman. Lead pass to Malco. She'll let a 3 fly. That one's on the way and good. Back-to-back threes for the Z's. Minute 25 and counting here. First half of play. And there's a pass nearly stolen away by Larkin. She tries to slide to corral it, but Allie and the ball both out of bounds. Kennedy Musselman will check out and get a well-deserved breather as Alexa Holland checks back into the lineup. Howard with the ball on top. Off to Sawyer. She looks to drive. Little contact, throws a shot up. That's no good. Rebound taken away out of there by Bergerson. Shot on the way. That's no good for Howard. And loose ball rebound taken away by Shively. And it looks like the Z's are going to pull it out one more time and play for the last shot of the half. Spreading the floor here on top is Holland with the ball. Malco way up high to the right side. And you got 3 down low with Shively, Stasiak, and Larkin. Larkin will come now up top and take the ball right between the rings, just outside the center circle. 25 seconds and counting in the half. Rochester will look to start their play, get everybody in motion at about the 12-second mark. Okay, they're going to get started just a hair earlier here. Holland now on top. She'll drive into the paint. She'll throw a shot up. That's no good, but she is fouled. Foul's going to be on number 30. That's Taya Bergerson. Her first personal. Team's 5th.
4, Maddie, step out.
Malco will come out of the lineup. Musselman will check back in. They're going to say that foul was on the floor and not in the act of shooting. So 9 seconds for the Zebras. They'll trigger it in. Larkin on top to Holland. And we've got an official's timeout here.
Going for Maddie. Sub. Go for Maddie, sub. Eagle.
Malco check right back into the lineup. Replacing Shively. So not sure what the official timeout was, but Rochester will trigger it in now with 7.5 seconds remaining. Malco, top of the key. She'll let the 3 fly. That's on the way. That's no good. Rebound taken out of there by Sawyer. She'll throw it up from half court, and that one's off the back iron and no good. At the half, Rochester on top of Culver by a score of 38-6. We're going to take a little break and be right back to you with Zebra basketball right here on RTC TV Channel 4. And welcome back to Culver Community High School for tonight's broadcast of RTC TV4's broadcast of Rochester Lady Zebra basketball. I want to take the time to let you know that Rochester Lady Zebra basketball is brought to you in part by Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, offering great deals and selection on new and pre-owned vehicles right here in Rochester. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick, where you will drive away happy. And also brought to you in part by First Federal Savings Bank, your local mortgage lender, offering great rates on mortgages, CDs, and savings accounts. Visit them online at www.firstfederalbanking.com. And also brought to you in part by RTC Technology Solutions. Let your technology work for you. Call RTC Technology Solutions at 223-2191 for all of your business and residential networking needs. Your score at the half, Rochester 38, Culver Community 6. Culver Community led in scoring by Marissa Howard with 4 points. Kendra Binion also adding 2 points. For your Lady Zebras, they were led in the first half by Becky Malco. Becky finished with 13 points in the first half with 5 2-point baskets and a 3. Kennedy Musselman with 8 points as she really established herself on the low block, did an excellent job, and the guards did a great job of getting her feed passes in, And Kennedy, with her size, was able to just lay the ball in for 4 easy baskets. Keaton Stasiak was 7 points in the first half. She's three shots from the field, split a pair of foul shots. Allie Larkin with 6 points, and she's done a little bit of everything. Had a free throw, a 2-point bucket, and hit a 3. And Alexa Holland with 4 points to round out your scoring for Rochester. Let's take a moment here to recap the junior varsity contest tonight. And the JV contest was won by the Culver Cavaliers by a score of 39-27. Culver was led in scoring in that contest by Lisa Raubenheimer with 12 points. Lisa Pottendorfer with 11 points. Allison Pearl also scored 11 in that contest. Alyssa Bradley and Kendra Binion each with 2 points apiece. Shania Northern added 1 point. Your Lady Zebras led in scoring by Alina Richard and Carly Beeler, each with 6 points apiece. Karina Peterson with 4 points. Megan Nile with 3. Ashley Overmeyer, Catherine Hughes, and Allie Harsh, Courtney Gast, all 4 of those players with 2 points apiece. We're getting set for action here as Rochester will bring the starting 5 back out on the court. That's Alexa Holland, Keaton Stasiak, Becky Malco, and Allie Larkin all at the guard positions. And in the post is number 44, Kennedy Musselman. And Culver breaks the huddle, and they'll come out, opening it up with Haley Jones and Taya Bergerson, along with Alyssa Bailey, Marissa Howard, and Courtney Sawyer. Rochester with a basketball on the alternating possession. They quickly trigger it into Holland and go right back on top to Larkin. Holland now with the ball back on top again to Larkin. Zebras will be patient and deliberate in running the offense here. Holland swings it around to Larkin yet again. Stasiak comes up, takes it just above the foul line. Zebras around the corner. Stasiak in the paint. Nothing doing. Back on top. Larkin looks to drive. Kicks it back on top. Malco to drive into the paint. Back on top to Holland. Stasiak top of the key. And Rochester being very patient, very deliberate, making the Cavaliers work hard on defense right now. Good ball movement. Side to side, in and out. Larkin with it now between the rings. She'll swing it across. Left side, Holland. Holland looks to drive. Cut off. Goes around a Musselman screen. Back on top to Larkin. She'll drive into the paint. Pull up from about 10 feet and knock it down. Great patience displayed. Excellent ball movement. And comes away with an easy jump shot and 2 points. Howard now on top with it for Culver. And that pass bobbled, taken away by Malco, and she's going to pull it right back out. Z's are going to run the offense and be patient to run a little clock at the same time. Musselman, foul line. Right side, Holland. Back on top, Larkin. She looks to penetrate. Off to Malco. Kicks it out, Stasiak. She'll drive into the paint. Cross-court skip pass. Wide open shot for Larkin. She'll step in, pass it up. Gives it to Musselman in the paint. Kennedy right back out on top. Larkin again with the ball. Now Stasiak. She'll let a 3 fly. That one's on the way around the rim and good. Keaton Stasiak doesn't shoot many threes, but so far 2 out of 4 attempts on the season. Howard with the ball for Culver. That's Bailey with it now. Back to Howard, back to Bailey. Sawyer with it now, right side. Across, foul line, drive, pull up, shot on the way. That's short, no good by Howard. And Stasiak pulls away the rebound. Larkin with the ball. She'll trot across the half-court stripe. Give it to Holland. Back on top, Malco swinging around Larkin. Thought about the shot. Kicks it back out. Z's working the ball around the horn. Continuing to look into the paint to see if anything's going. Larkin on top. Picks up her dribble. Cross now to Holland. Larkin in the corner tries an entry pass into Stasiak. That ball's knocked out of bounds. And we're going to have a substitution for the Lady Cavaliers as Allison Pearl, 5'4" freshman, checks in, replacing Alyssa Bailey, another freshman. Entry pass into Musselman. Kennedy lays it in. She's in double figures with 10 points. Howard with it now on top. Howard will let a three fly. That one's on the way. Around the rim, no good. And Musselman with another rebound. Entry pass. Musselman has it. That shot a little bit short. And she gets her own rebound. Rochester will kick it back out and reset. Larkin with it far side. On top. A little miscommunication that time as Holland went to cut, and Malco thought she was going to stay out on top, so rare turnover tonight for Rochester. We're halfway through the third quarter of play. Rochester a comfortable 45-6 lead. Sawyer looking to drive. She's cut off in the paint. Gets it back on top now to Howard. Shot on the way, off the back iron, no good for Pearl, and Musselman collects the rebound. Malco now will dribble up top of the key. Get it off to Larkin. On top again. Shot on the way and good. Three-pointer by Allie Larkin. Give the assist to Alexa Holland. Larkin's second from downtown tonight, and she's in double figures with 11 points. Howard gives it off Jones. Her shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Keaton Stasiak. Malco on top. Larkin now, baseline. Tried an entry pass to Stasiak. That was cut off. Back on top, Holland. Drive to the hole, and she lays it in. Only the second field goal tonight for Alexa Holland. She has 6 points in the contest. Zebras going to their bench. We'll have some subs checking in at the next dead ball, and we'll give them to you here when that happens. Howard. Down low to Sawyer. She dribbles out. Back on top to Howard. Shot on the way. That one's off the mark by Pearl. And loose ball rebound, tracked down by Sawyer. In the corner to Jones. She passes up the shot, back on top to Sawyer. She's double teamed. Off to Howard now. Dribbles top of the key, skip pass to Pearl. Culver being patient, working the ball around the horn. Looking for a good shot. Sawyer tried to get it up, and that was blocked by Malco, and we're going to have a timeout called, 30-second timeout by the Lady Zebras. A couple of substitutions coming in. It's going to be Shively back into the lineup, and checking in for Rochester will be number 22, Allison Harsh, a 5'4" sophomore, and Karina Peterson, a 5'8" freshman, will check into the lineup. While we're during this break, we'll pass along this message that if you are interested in sponsoring Lady Zebra basketball, or if you want to give your business a boost with television commercials on RTC, you can give Scott Sager a call at 223-0230. RTC can produce your commercial and insert it on RTC Channel 4, as well as major national networks like ESPN, Fox News, the History Channel, and many more. Contact RTC Advertising today at 223-0230. The five on the court for Rochester right now, Holland and Malco, with Peterson, Harsh, and Shively on the front line. That's Shively with it on top. She gives it off here to Holland. Back on top now to Malco. She penetrates, kicks it right back out to Shively. Maddie will drive around top of the key. Momentarily a loose ball, but tracked down by Holland. X looks to drive into the paint, looks to kick, back out to Malco. A couple more substitutions getting ready to check in. We'll give them to Hugh here in a little bit. Malco, entry pass to Harsh. She fights the shot up. That's no good, but she is hacked in the act and will go to the line for 2 shots. Foul is on number 42. That's Eliza Pottendorfer, her first personal, and team's first of the second half. Harsh's foul shot a little bit short. She'll have one more attempt. And checking into the lineup for the Lady Zebras is number 14, Courtney Gast, a 5'1" sophomore. And number 52, a 5'3" freshman, Carly Beeler. Harsh's shot on the way. That's around the rim, no good. And rebound taken out of there by Sawyer of the Cavaliers. Pass underneath, deflected by Gast. Last touch by Jones. And it'll be Lady Zebra basketball. Beeler triggers it into Gast. Courtney will run the point and be picked up by Sawyer. Beeler with it. On top to Shively. She'll drive in underneath the foul line. Back to Gast. She tries to feed the post into Harsh. And loose ball taken away out of there by Sawyer. And we're going to have a foul called. And it'll go against Rochester. It's going to be on number 14, Courtney Gast, her first personal, team's first of the second half. 50 seconds to go, third quarter of play. Sawyer off to Howard. Back on top, Jones, back to Howard. She'll look to go down on the baseline. 15-foot jumper around the rim, no good. Loose ball taken out of there by Peterson, but it is tied up. And it will be Cavalier ball on the alternating possession.
Hey, Carly Beeler, get over there. Don't guard air. Get over there.
Howard to check it in. Looks to go on top off the backside of Gast, but loose ball taken out of there by Bergerson, and she's going to be called for steps. Turnover back to Rochester. See if the Zebras choose to play for the final shot of the corner. Gast tries to feed an interior pass to Peterson, just a little bit too wide and out of bounds. It'll turn back over to the Lady Cavaliers. Sawyer will bring it across as we approach 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Down on the line, Jones. She tries to drive and loose ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Rochester, I believe. Shively deflected the ball out of bounds.
Don't let him lob it. Don't let him lob it.
Lob pass into Bergerson. Carly Beeler picks up the ball with a steal. She's going to push. She's going to try to go coast to coast, and she was bumped out of bounds. About ran her hand over there with the camera. And it's going to be turnover. Last touch by Rochester. I think she got a little excited about scoring her first 2 varsity points. And ball out of bounds. Here's a shot up on the way. No good, and that's the end of the quarter with your score, Rochester 50, Culver 6. We'll come right back with a final quarter of play in just a bit. And welcome back once again to Culver Community High School for tonight's action of Lady Zebra basketball. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Rochester 50, Culver 6. Rochester's leading scorers in tonight's contest, Belky Malco with 13 points to lead all scorers. Allie Larkin has 11. Keaton Stasiak and Kennedy Musselman each with 10 points, and Alexa Holland with 6. Looks like we've got the starting 5 back on the court for Rochester now. Stasiak, Holland, Larkin, Musselman, and Malco. There's an errant pass out of play. Ball back over to the Cavaliers. Howard back to Sawyer. Sawyer thought about the shot, tried to drive, kicks it back to Jones. Tries to feed the post, and loose ball picked out of there by Stasiak. Becky Malco with the ball. Holland in to Musselman, and there's 2 more points off the glass and good. Holland with the assist, as she averages 2.5 assists on the for the season. Musselman now with 12 points. Oh, here's a pass nearly stolen away by Holland. I think she was a little surprised to see it right in her breadbasket, and she knocked it off her knee, and all the way out of bounds. The ball rolled at the other end. So Culver with the ball. Sawyer on top, tries to go around the back, and ball stolen away by Holland, and Sawyer will pick up the personal foul. Her first personal, only the second team foul of the second half. Very, very few fouls called here so far in the second period. Holland feeds the post to Musselman. Great catch off the window and good again. Another assist to Holland, another bucket for Musselman. Shot up, on the way, and good. For number 32, Kendra Binion, her 4th point of the contest. Malco with it on top now. Larkin, she'll back it out a little bit. Back to Malco. Feeds the post. Musselman, draw a double team. Back on top to Malco. Kennedy will come up, set a screen. That leaves a wide open lane for Becky Malco as she lays it in for another 2. Malco 15 points now in the contest. Howard with it on top. That's Sawyer with the ball. Tries to back down X. Jones. Baseline jumper on the way. That's no good by Binion, and Rochester out with a loose ball. Holland feeds the post. Stasiak, her shot up around the rim. That's no good. And rebound taken out of there by Binion. Salyer will let a 3 fly, and that's good. Courtney Salyer on the board. Larkin thought about 3. Off to Holland. Crossover dribble, nothing doing. Now she'll dribble around the screen of Stasiak, lays it up off the glass, no good, but she was fouled. And Alexa Holland will go to the line to shoot a pair. That foul is on number 44. That's Marissa Howard, her first. And Holland misses the first one. Peterson checks back in. Shively checks back in. Musselman and Malco will come out. It looks like Gass is going to check in for the shooter. Holland's shot on the way is good. She splits a pair, has 7 points, and will check out. Courtney Gast will check in. Shot on the way by Salyer. That one's around no good. Karina Peterson takes away the rebound. Larkin feeds the post. Stasiak. She's double team, triple team. Back on top. Larkin wide open 3. That's on the way and good. Allie Larkin with her 3rd 3-pointer of the night. And she has 14 points. Salyer thought about a shot. Pump fake. Drives. Tries to dish it off. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by Rochester.
Keaton, you're running the point on offense. You're point guard.
Allie Harsh checks back in, replacing Larkin. 4:14 remaining in the contest. Culver will trigger it in. That's Sydney Klingler, a 5'4" freshman. And missed shot. Peterson with another rebound. Stasiak, she'll run the point here. Cut off just under the foul line, gives it off to Shively. Back out to Gast. Feeds the post. Harsh, she'll throw up a shot. No good, but she is fouled. Foul's going to go against number 52. That's Lisa Robbenheimer, her first personal. Harsh's shot on the way. That one's good. Allie Harsh into the scoring column. She'll have one more. This one on the way, off the back iron, gets the kind roll. So Harsh with 2 points.
Inside, Courtney.
Sawyer around the back dribble, cut off by Gast at the foul line. Shot on the way by Binion. That's no good. Stasiak tears away the rebound. Keaton will slow it up, walk it across the timeline. The Zebra offense in motion. Peterson comes out, sets a screen on high, and she's going to get called for a moving screen. Never quite got set. That's going to be Karina's first personal foul, only the team's second. And another substitution. Carly Beeler back into the lineup. She'll replace Stasiak.
Hey, don't chase. You guys get inside. Don't foul either.
And Culver brings the ball across. Klingler with the ball. Right side on top to Sawyer. She tries foul line, kicks it out. Ball back to Klingler. Her shot up, no good. Loose ball. We've got a tied ball. And that ball's going to stay right here with the Cavaliers. Klingler checks it in. Sawyer with a jumper. That one's on the way and good. Courtney Sawyer with 2 points. 5 for the game. And Gast will bring it across. 3 minutes and counting to go here in the ball game. Beeler with it, baseline. She drives, picks up her dribble, back on top to Shively. Shively looks to feed the post. Harsh, aggressive turn, ball loose, knocked away, picked out of there by Gast. And we'll go on top, Beeler. She looks to drive. Back to Gash. She tiptoes along the sideline. Entry pass to Peterson, no good. Gast will pull up. Jumper from the foul line, around the rim, no good. Loose ball. Courtney Gast picks out the offensive rebound. She looks to drive again, and she's going to be fouled. Courtney Sawyer picks up her second personal, team's fifth. Rochester will trigger it in underneath their own bucket. Beeler looking for help. Gets it to Gast. Courtney will drive left hand on top. Shively tries a three. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Peterson. Her shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Peterson. Her shot up, no good. Loose ball taken out of there. And we've got a foul. Binion with a rebound. Peterson tried to tie her up and instead picked up her second personal.
Don't overplay. You gotta make sure you get back to the top.
So Cavaliers with the ball, 2 minutes and counting. Three-pointer on the way for Salyer. That's no good. Loose ball. Carly Beeler battling for the ball, and she hit the deck. She was pushed in the back by number 10. And I'm sorry, I do not have a number 10 on my sheet. Looks like Shania Northern picks up the personal foul. Team sixth. Z's with the ball. Gast dribbles baseline. Interior feed to Peterson. She tries to go up hard. That ball no good. Northern with a rebound. Cavaliers with it. And we've got a traveling violation in the backcourt. Gast gets a screen from Harsh. Her layup up on the way. That's around the rim, no good. Peterson offensive board. Her shot no good. And loose ball chased away by Klingler. Lead pass ahead to Binion. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good. Loose ball on the court, and we're going to have a tied ball as Peterson ties it up with Robbenheimer, and alternating possession goes back to Rochester. A minute 10 to go in the contest. Screen on top, Beeler with it. Picks up her dribble. Goes back on top to Shively. Shively looks to drive, picks up her dribble at the foul line. Gets it to Harsh. Now we're back on top one more time to Gast. Shively, baseline jumper from about 17. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken away by Binion. Bailey gives it off to Klingler. Klingler shot up. That's no good. Loose ball tipped out of bounds, and it will stay right here at this end.
Guard somebody, guard somebody, guard somebody. Maddie.
Klingler getting ready to check it in. Does so to Bailey. Off to Northern. She looks to wheel in the lane. She's cut off, and we've got a travel as she drug her pivot foot. So ball back over to the Zebras. Gas to bring it up. And it looks like Rochester's just going to be content to hold the ball and run the clock out. Off to Carly Beeler. She's just going to hold it. And time will run out. There you have it at the end of the game. It's Rochester with a final score of 62-13 over Culver. We'll take just a quick break. We'll bring you the final game statistics as you're watching Zebra basketball right here on RTCtv 4. Just your Lady Zebra post game right here on RTCtv 4. Take the opportunity to remind you that tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by RTC Technology Solutions. Let your technology work for you. Call RTC Technology Solutions at 223-2191 for all of your business and residential networking needs. And by First Federal Savings Bank, your local mortgage lender offering great rates on mortgages, CDs, and savings accounts. Visit them online at www.firstfederalbanking.com. And by Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, offering great deals and selection on new and pre-owned vehicles right here in Rochester. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick, where you will drive away happy. We want to thank all of our sponsors and encourage you to get out and support all these folks who in turn support Rochester Lady Zebra basketball right here on RTC TV 4. Well, tonight's contest is in the books. Rochester winning this one by a final score of 62-13. Game never really in doubt as Rochester jumped out to a 20-6 lead at the end of the first quarter of play. They tacked on 18 points again in the second quarter, 12 points in each the third and fourth quarters of play. Culver only 7 points after the first period of play. Here tonight in tonight's contest. Leading scorers for you, Courtney Sawyer with 5 points to lead the way for the Cavaliers. Marissa Howard and Kendra Binion each with 4 points to round out the scoring for the Lady Cavaliers. Another balanced scoring attack by the Lady Zebras as Becky Malco led the way with 15 points tonight. Allie Larkin and Kennedy Musselman each with 14 points. Keaton Stasiak 10 points. Alexa Holland added 7. And Allie Harsh with 2 points to round out the scoring for Rochester. We are graciously joined here by Zebra head coach Tony Stasiak. Coach, congratulations in order improving to 7-0 on the season.
Thanks. You know, not much of a voice, but not from tonight. Trying to preserve it, but it is. You know, we knew Culver, obviously, in a rebuild mode, but I still challenged our girls. You still need to play the game the right way. Let me take care of X's and O's. You cannot play with less effort, less energy. Don't get into bad habits. And I thought for the most part we did that. We moved the ball well. It wasn't a delay, but it was let's make sure we're moving the ball, working our motion offense, especially when they played as much man as they did, which didn't really think so. They played a lot of zone, so that was good. Not a lot of teams have played straight man against us, so it was good to work on that man-to-man stuff. I thought we did a good job there, and defensively we used our pressure just a little bit, not to the extent we normally do, but we still got deflections and steals in transition off our base zone stuff too, so that was good. So overall, I thought we played the game the right way. I thought we played the game hard, but I know Culver is going to build on this too. I think they battled us hard, and overall healthy, get out here with a win and move on to Southwood.
Well, speaking of healthy, might be a good opportunity to bring folks up to speed. You had one of your starters out tonight, and what's the situation with Morgan?
Yeah, took a shot to the head on the floor Saturday night against Winnemac. Was okay to go back in, felt good there, but one of those delayed kind of reactions. Wasn't feeling great when she came to school yesterday, so went and saw the doctor. So she's, I guess to use the NFL term, she's in the concussion protocol. Not sure what the status of that will be in terms of Saturday or beyond, but she was definitely out today. So, the more we know about that, obviously, the less you want to mess around with that. And a lot of basketball still left in front of us, so, she didn't play tonight, but that was good because Kennedy got extended minutes, Shively got extended minutes, so long term we get her back, and we got to work on some depth. Kids got some first varsity action, which was neat to see. You always like to see that, and I thought they played well too. So hopefully it makes us a little bit deeper, shorthanded tonight, but deeper in the long run.
Well, as you mentioned, an opportunity to get several kids in the lineup. You just never know when somebody might go down with a bang on the head or a twisted ankle, and
right.
And this next man in. Great night to have that experience. Also, another fabulous job of sharing the ball. Assist total was impressive, and another balanced night of scoring for your squad.
Yeah, what do we have, 4 in doubles?
We did.
Yeah, I mean, that's 15, 14, 14, 10, and then X is right there at 7, and we all know X is chasing 1,000, and she was 17 away going in, so you could tell the shot was a little tight, and there were some chances. I think she was thinking about, of that, and it's a remarkable accomplishment, and it's got to weigh on a kid's mind, but that puts her 10 away going into Saturday. I know she really wanted to break it at home if she could, knock on wood, health and all that kind of stuff, but her average points per game is 15, so we'll see if she can get it Saturday night.
Well, I hope so. And, Coach, we'll let your voice rest.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you stopping by. And, once again, congratulations on another victory. We'll see you again on Saturday.
Hey, looking forward to it. Thanks, Todd.
All right, thanks. That's Coach Tony Stasiak of the Rochester Lady Zebras, who improved to 7-0 on the season. Culver drops to 1-9. We'll be back on the air again Saturday night with a first Three Rivers Conference matchup of the season against the Southwood Lady Knights. You can join us here for all the action at about 7:15 on Saturday evening. We'll sign off with one final reminder here. If you are interested in sponsoring Lady Zebra basketball, or if you want to just give your business a boost with television commercials on RTC, you can contact Scott Sager at 223-0230. RTC can produce your commercial and insert it on RTC Channel 4, as well as major national networks like ESPN, Fox News, the History Channel, and many others. Contact RTC Advertising today at 223-0230. I'm Todd Beeler, and I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for tonight's action of Lady Zebra basketball. Until next time, we'll see you later.